Have you ever gone through a painful moment, maybe you're going through that right now, and wish you weren't going through it? I'm sure you have, because you're a human being. Every single person has gone through that. Here's what I would recommend. Here's what I would invite you to do. Start to appreciate the dark times. Because wouldn't you agree that it's very hard for you to appreciate the good times if you don't have the bad times? Because you have no frame of reference of what is actually good if there is no bad. You see, we live in a world of duality. There's up and there's down, there's left and there's right, there's bad and there's good, there's light and there's dark. The only way that we can appreciate the good, right, the good, is if there is bad. I'm sure you would agree that the biggest breakthroughs, the biggest amount of growth that you had is when you had the breakdown, is when you went through a massive amount of pain. The very second that you create the expectation that you're not meant to go through those hard times is the very second that you live in an illusion. You start to delude yourself that you're not meant to be going through it. And I know for myself that I'm totally open, and I invite you to do the same, I'm totally open to experiencing all the flavors of emotion that comes with the human experience. I'm totally willing to feel stressed and angry. I don't want to feel those emotions, but I know that that's part of life. And there is a difference between, taste testing stress, taste testing anxiety, taste testing depression, taste testing anger, and actually eating that every single day, eating that every single meal for the rest of your life. There's a difference between experiencing an emotion and living with an emotion. There's times where I feel down, there's times where I feel sad, and I love it because it creates the opening for the breakthrough. Every single breakdown will always create the opening for a breakthrough. The question is, are you open to receiving the message? You see, I was just on a coaching call with one of my clients, and she was saying that, Matt, from our call last week to this very call, I did nothing that I said I was going to do because I just felt stressed, I just felt like sad, I just didn't want to get out of bed, I just didn't really go out and socialize on the weekends, I just stayed home and I just watched TV. And I was like, awesome. And she paused and she was like, Matt, how in the hell is me going through that awesome? And I said the same thing that I just said to you. We're meant to experience all the flavors of life. Because in those moments of hard times, it will create the reference of what not to do in the future that allowed you to create those hard times. But also, there's lessons in the darkness. There's lessons in the darkness that creates the ability for you to flick on this light switch and then experience all of the light that life has to gift you with. My invitation to you is to be okay with feeling sad. To be okay with feeling anger. To not feel like you need to live in this upbeat emotional state 24/7. It will not happen. But also remember that doesn't give you an excuse to dwell in those negative emotions. As I mentioned, there's a difference between taste testing an emotion and eating the same emotion every single day. There's a difference between experiencing emotion and living with an emotion. Live in the empowering emotional states, but just know that you're going to feel angry at times. You're going to feel sad at times. And in those times, get the lessons that you're meant to get, experience all of those emotions, be okay with those emotions, and then choose something new. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below, let me know what you thought, and until I see you guys in the next video, remember to love all living things, and most importantly, love thyself.